Attention Toon football fans! Are Newcastle United about to miss out on promising fullback Tino Livramento? Reports from Sky Sports News suggest that Southampton are not interested in selling him, and the two clubs are far apart in their valuations.
But as things stand, there is a gap in valuation between the two clubs.
Newcastle have already had a bid worth £30 million rejected, and it remains to be seen if they will make another move for him. Meanwhile, Premier League clubs are objecting to the transfer fee of Newcastle's Allan Saint-Maximin, which they claim has been artificially inflated by an unnamed Saudi Arabia-related party. Will this transfer saga end in Newcastle's favor, or will they suffer a double blow? Stay tuned to find out. So, according to reports, Newcastle United's pursuit of fullback Tino Livramento is far from over. The young star, who has been on the radar of several top-flight clubs, is currently under contract with Southampton, who do not want to sell him at this time. Despite Newcastle's persistent efforts to secure Livramento's services, it appears that the two clubs are far apart in their valuations. In fact, reports suggest that a second bid from the Magpies has been rejected by Southampton. The bid, which was said to be worth around £30 million, was not enough to tempt the championship club into parting ways with their prized asset.
Ooh, that's kind of small. Yikes.
It's no secret that Livramento is a highly touted talent who possesses a rare combination of speed, skill, and versatility. The defender, who is just 20 years old, has already shown glimpses of his immense potential, but his career has been hampered by injuries so far. Despite these setbacks, he is now injury-free and looked sharp towards the end of last season, which has only added to his appeal. What's more, Livramento's reported £40 million buyback clause in his Southampton contract, which was inserted by Chelsea when they sold him, is a testament to his immense potential. It's clear that he has a bright future ahead of him, and Newcastle United are keen to be a part of it. However, with the young star's value on the rise, Newcastle will have to dig deep if they want to secure his signature. They may have to go back in with a higher bid, but if they can pull off the deal, it would be a major coup for the club. Not only would Livramento add depth and quality to their squad, but his versatility would also be a major asset. He is equally adept at playing on the left or right side of the pitch, which is ideal for a Newcastle side that will have to rotate a lot more next season due to their qualification for Champions League football. With several top clubs making big signings this summer, Newcastle cannot afford to fall behind. They need to ensure that they are bringing in top-quality players that fit their profile, and Livramento certainly ticks all the boxes. It remains to be seen whether Newcastle will make another move for the young star, but one thing is for sure. He would be a great addition to their squad and would help them compete at the highest level. Then moving on, in a shocking development, Premier League clubs have raised concerns about the transfer fee for Newcastle United's Allan Saint-Maximin, which they claim has been artificially inflated. The French winger is reportedly on the verge of joining Saudi Pro League club Al-Ahli, but the unnamed clubs are said to be formally taking their objections to the Premier League. According to David Ornstein, a reliable journalist from The Athletic, Al-Ahli is set to pay £30 million for Saint-Maximin's services, a fee that has raised eyebrows among Premier League clubs. Some reports have even suggested that the transfer fee could be as low as £25 million, which further adds to the confusion surrounding the deal. Even if the higher £30 million figure is accurate, many Newcastle United fans would be left scratching their heads. For a player who has been one of their best performers over the past few seasons, the reported transfer fee seems surprisingly low. In fact, even with a relatively disappointing 2022-23 season, largely due to injury, Saint-Maximin's market value is still likely to be well above £30 million. This transfer window is shaping up to be one of the biggest ever in terms of spending by Premier League clubs, and players with Saint-Maximin's flair and skill are at a premium. It is understandable that Newcastle United would only sell him to a non-Premier League club to avoid the risk of the deal coming back to haunt them. However, if someone had told us ahead of this transfer window that Saint-Maximin would be sold, we would have assumed he'd go for around £40 million. The Premier League clubs objecting to the deal are reportedly citing Premier League regulations that require all related party transactions above the cost of £1 million to be checked to ensure they do not exceed market value. Al-Ahli is one of 4 Saudi clubs that are now 75% owned by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, which also owns 80% of Newcastle United. The supposed belief is that Newcastle United and the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund are using an inflated transfer fee for Saint-Maximin to help deal with financial fair play restrictions. This is quite ironic, considering that some of the Premier League clubs complaining have already benefited from the Saudi Pro League spending spree, which has seen players at the end of their careers attracting transfer fees higher than what you'd expect. Allan Saint-Maximin, on the other hand, is only 26 and is surely worth every penny of any £25 million to £30 million transfer fee. If he performs well in the Saudi Pro League, it wouldn't be surprising to see him move back to the Premier League or another major European league next summer for a significantly higher fee.